Welcome back. Our indifferent form continues in the Eredivisie as we try and stay in touch with Feyenoord at the top. But today we start with a Conference League round of 16, first leg in Slovakia. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode number 69 of Going Dutch as we try and turn around a Dutch side that's been relegated from Eredivisie, in this case Waalwijk, and return them to the top flight, but leave them as an established side. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two matches. We are away in the first one against Slovan Bratislava in Slovakia for the Conference League, well, not league phase, but it's the round of 16 first leg. And then we will be facing FC Twente in the Eredivisie match day 25 as we try and keep pace, as I said in the preamble, with Feyenoord and look to try and take any advantage that we can if they slip up once more. We've taken that advantage a few times already this season and then let them get away with it. So we need to catch them again if we can. And then what we need to do is power away from them and open a bit of a gap at the top of the table. That's what we plan to do. Whether we can actually manage to do it or not will be another thing altogether. Don't forget, though, if you do enjoy today's video, please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. It's a few clicks for you, but it helps me immensely here on the channel. And it's a big thank you to everybody who has subscribed and hit that notification button and left me a thumbs up today. Many thanks for that. And of course, you can follow everything that's going on the channel simply by following me on X at JustOffsideFM. Right, let's get into it then. Let's get on it. We have those two games. First up is the game against Slovan Bratislava. We'll check in a minute and find out how they've got through to the round of 16. But just to recap, in the last episode, we drew with Fortuna Sittard, a 2-2 draw, an own goal and an Ollie Romney goal. And then FC Volendam, a 3-2 win. We snuck it. By virtue of that, it was they took the lead after 20 and got a second after 52. And we were, as you remember, in deep despair. We brought on Jurgen Ellertim and, well, he made a name for himself, didn't he? 64 and 68, 4 minutes. He scored 2 goals, put us back level. And Latonda, just 2 minutes later, rounding off 6 minutes of scintillating football, gave us a win, which left the Eredivisie looking like this at the end of the last episode. I'm not sure if there's been any matches played since then, but everybody, in fact, there's still some to be played. Ajax and Utrecht have to play, so they've got games in hand. But as it stood, Feyenoord were top on 60 points, 3 points clear of us in second place on 57. We do have an inferior goal difference as well, so even if we were to win and they lose their next match, we're not going to catch them right at the minute. And as you'll see in our form, our 3 draws in the last 5 hasn't helped our run at all in the slightest. PSV are in third on 53, 4 points behind us. And then a further, I think they are, if my memory is 8 points behind us, Ajax, but they do have a game in hand. And then FC Utrecht, just outside the European places, on 41, with some 16 points clear of them. Volendam, Emmen and Almere City are the teams near the bottom, albeit there is a bit of a gap building down the bottom there at the moment. 7 points to NEC Nijmegen for Volendam, so they are having a little bit of a problem down there in Emmen and Almere City, struggling to keep up to Volendam at the moment. Our opponents in today's episode in the Eredivisie, FC Twente, currently in 10th place on 29 points. Their form at the moment, they've won 1, drawn 1 and lost 3 of their last 5 games. Right, without needing more to do, let's get into it. Have a look at Slovan Bratislava. They play in the Fortuna Liga in Slovakia. And their recent form, they've won 4 of their last 5 matches, losing the other one. That doesn't bode well, does it? Which means that we have to be very careful of them today, to say the least. How did they get into this round of 16? Well, let's have a look. If we go back to the league phase, they finished in 16th place in the league stages, which meant they had to go through the knockouts, of course. In that, they won against St. Pat's Athletic, Dinamo BT, Maccabi Haifa, wins against those, and quite resounding wins, 2-1, 5-1 and 6-0. But they did lose to Standard Liège, Besiktas and Olympique Marseille in that competition. 9 points they picked up in the league stage, and then of course they went into the knockout playoff round, and as we can see here, where are they? I've lost them. There we go. Played Linfield of Northern Ireland, winning 6-3 on aggregate, 3-1 in the second leg. They must have lost, no, they must have won 3-2 in the home leg. So 3-2 and then 3-1. So that is how they've got into the round of 16 for today's game. The early games in the competition: Zurich beating Olympique Marseille by 1-0. Valencia beating Standard Liège by 3-0. Hoffenheim beating Austria Lastenau by 2-0. And Astromitos managing to get a draw against Besiktas. But you would like to fancy Olympique Marseille, Valencia, Hoffenheim and Besiktas in the second leg, as they have the advantage, and nothing is too far away from them in that. Right, let's get down to it. Let's get into it. Let's have a look at the side that will face a Slovan Bratislava. And here is the side that faces Slovan Bratislava in this UEFA Conference League round of 16 first leg. And we need to come home with a half decent result if we possibly can. The team to try and do it is Bergstrom in goal, Vessels, Van der Beek and Rosier. Our defensive line, Latonda and Lavelde are the wide wing backs. And you notice Lavelde getting a start ahead of Aidin, who really hasn't done it tremendously in recent times. So he gets the nod. This time, Varro playing as that midfielder in the centre. Stanovic out on the left. De Leon on the right. Again, another player that hasn't really hit the ground running since he come in. Romney is behind Stansfield up front, who leads the attack today. Romney and Stansfield, of course, Romney has been leading the attack, getting the goals, but today Stansfield is going to take that lead role. The bench looks like this: a Setford, a Drambev, Elatim, Stewart, Rekic, Lakessa, Utesta, Aidin, Kasongo, Toure, Boumasudi and Emil Hansen. And here we are at the Slovan Bratislava Stadium, a stadium I can't pronounce, so I won't even try. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 today. We're playing our usual formation with a few little tweaks. I don't know if you noticed. I didn't explain them, but we have tweaked it slightly. Let's hope it doesn't backfire on us as the teams come onto the pitch. Bratislava playing in a light blue, dark shorts, hence our change of kit today to our purple and green shorts. And it's in. Zatko with a throw in to Cruddy. Zatko into the area. Van der Beek defending that well, but he's, oh, dearie me. As Sabonic getting the early goal, and this was poor. I don't know who it was. Van der Beek played it out to Romney. Romney who come deep, and he didn't control that ball, gave it away, and Sabonic was on it and just drilled it past Bergstrom. 1 minutes on the clock. Stansfield with a free kick. It's swung in. Latonda crosses it back across. And De Leon gets his first goal of the season. And what a time to score it. And on 32 minutes, we are level. Wow. Stansfield with the free kick. It's swung in. Defender gets there and heads it away. Latonda recycles it. Falls to De Leon. And De Leon drills it into the bottom corner. And we have just entered the first of 2 minutes of added on. And we have a free kick. Rosier on the ball. Van der Beek. Vessels. Vessels to Verreau. Verreau out wide to Latonda. Latonda attacking on that right side. Stevanovic. It's into Stevanovic. Stevanovic puts it away. His 5th goal of the season. And on the stroke of half-time, we've got our noses in front from being a goal behind. And it was a mistake that caused that. But no mistake in this. Latonda and Stevanovic working together. Stevanovic chipped it almost past the goalkeeper. And half-time comes. And yes, it took us a while to get into it, but we got there in the end. Latonda getting assists on both these goals. 32 minutes, De Leon, and then a minute into injury time, 46 minutes, Stevanovic giving us a 2-1 lead. And we were good for that lead. 7 shots, 3 on target, 0.78 and 67% of the possession. Bratislava have had 3 shots, that 1 on target, which was the goal. 0.41 and 33% of the possession. More of the same in the second half, please, boys. They made one change at half-time. Janic with the goal kick. Rosier heading that down to De Leon. De Leon comes marauding forward. What's he going to do with this? He pulls it back for Verreau. Verreau finds Stanovic. Stanovic gets his 2nd goal of the game. And our 3rd of the game, to take a 3-1 lead on 51 minutes. And it was, how can we put it? It was quite devastating when we did it. De Leon pulling that back for Verreau. I thought was going to pull the trigger, but he didn't. He played it into Stanovic, and Verreau in acres of space, all on his own. And Stevanovic also having space to tuck it away in the net. 51 minutes on the clock. And Bratislava. Oh, it's giving that ball away to De Leon. De Leon to Stansfield. Puts it wide. I thought for a minute it was going to be 4-1. It was a poor ball. De Leon making use of it. Lovely through ball to Stansfield. Just couldn't get the angle right. Latonda with the throw in on this near side. Verreau. Verreau trying to wriggle away from the defender. But Latonda's there in support. But fires it against Horvat, who comes away. And then they need to stop him now. And I thought Latonda was going to win that ball back, but he didn't. Dubek. Fabry. And, they're coming forward. Danger ensues. 3-2 would make it rather interesting. Oh, and a good save by Bergstrom. It was point blank, and he managed to divert it wide. But danger still there. Horvat with the corners headed away by Rosier and cleared upfield. It was Novak who was running across that midfield. He's come on at half time and he's marauding it into the area, and it's that man Sabonic again, but Bergstrom equal to him. Just looking to make another change, but this corner, but it's headed over the top by Romney. And with 64 minutes on the clock, going to make 3 changes at this juncture of time. Jay Stansfield not having such a good day out there. He's been replaced by Jurgen Elatim, with Romney moving up into that attacking position. Elatim in behind him in the number 10 slot. The other changes were made is Tajani Vessels not having a good day in defence, but Rekic comes on to replace him, and Julian Neveld also not having a good day as the right wing back has been replaced by Mehmet Aydin. Aydin with a throw in on that far side, 78 on the clock. Rosier to Varro. Varro finds Elatim. Elatim out to Aydin. Aydin evading the tackle. Rosier. Rosier to Rekic. Rekic. Just feel that something stupid's going to happen here. Van der Beek to Varro. Varro finds Stanovic, who's on a hat-trick, of course. Stevanovic out wide to De Leon, who's in acres of space. Hits it first time, but it's headed back out. De Leon cross it in, and it's Jurgen Elatim who puts it away, and it's 4-1. And I think that's a decent lead to bring home. De Leon crossed it in. It was headed away by Dubek. Back to De Leon, who hit it first time. Elatim had created a bit of space and tucks it away. Throwing on that far side. Aydin, 85 on the clock. Throws it to Varro. Back to Aydin. Aydin creating a bit of space. Chops this one in. It's headed over the top. It's well worked again. Aydin getting to that byline. Crosses it in. And it was Stevanovic and Romney almost getting in the way of one another. Dubek. 88 on the clock to Horvat. And Varro tackles and wins the ball. But it's only as far as Dubek. Kabala. Krati. Goes out wide to Horvat. Horvat crosses it deep. It's headed over the top. And with 3 minutes of added time, we're in the first minute of those 3 added in. Latonda throws into Varro. Varro to Stevanovic, who's on a hat-trick. Stevanovic, he's had a go. And it's gone wide. It's all over. 4-1 win. Comprehensive, I would say. It looked as if trouble was on the cards when Sabonic put away what was a mistake by Romney on 5 minutes. But that was pretty much the only thing that they showed us in the whole of the game. And we did manage to get past them. 17 shots, 6 on target, 2.51 and 68% of the possession. They had 6 shots, 1 on target, 1 on the XG and 32% of the possession. I think that's a decent lead to get us into the last 8 and a quarter-final place in the UEFA Conference League. Stevanovic picking up a player of the match, 1 key pass and 2 goals, and 8.7 for him, but also good matches for good match for Jeremy De Leon for a change. Thierry Latonda, and also good games from Elatim, Rekic, and Aydin and Rosier. And after that round of games, this is how the results gone. We covered the results of the early games, the late games, of course. Basel beating Atalanta by 3-1. Voluntari losing 2-0 to Bournemouth. Puskás Akademis 2-0 winners over Maccabi Haifa, who helped them out greatly by the fact they had a player sent off on 35 minutes. And then, of course, our 4-1 win over Slovan Bratislava in that one. So that is how the progression goes. Obviously, a week down to that. And we will be featuring that second leg in the next episode. So it is to a game against FC Twente. 2 days down to that game. We'll come back just ahead of that with any news. And you come back and join us just ahead of the game against FC Twente in the Eredivisie match day 25. Ajax have beaten AZ, Brobbey and Szymanski, the scorers in that one, and they left it till a little bit late on to go and get the win, but it leaves them in fourth place on 52, everybody having played 24. There are De Graafschap and AZ have both played 25, and that is by virtue of this, because the Graafschap have played an early game against Fortuna Sittard, and they've beaten them by 2-1, moves them up into sixth temporarily. In fact, I think they will stay in sixth because AZ have played ahead of them. So they probably will stay in sixth place. It's just what happens above them. As while we're playing FC Twente, Feyenoord are at home to NEC Nijmegen, currently in 15th place. Question is, can Nijmegen go and get a result against them? That is the question. We will find out in due course. Right, it is then FC Twente. We have one bit of news to tell you, and that is Tamaji Vessels has been recalled to Feyenoord. They said we were playing him out of position and basically got fed up with us playing him out of position and have recalled him. So he's gone back to Feyenoord, and it means that we're a defender down. Don't think it'll cause us too many problems as long as we don't get any injuries. And this is the side that faces FC Twente in this Eredivisie match day 25. And hopefully 3 more points to add to our total as we try and go and push Feyenoord as hard as we can. The team looking like this then. Bergstrom is in goal. Van der Beek comes in for the recalled Vessels. Van der Bosch, who can't play in the Conference League, of course, because he's not been registered, which is rather annoying. And Rosier, our defensive line. Latonda and Aidin comes back in on the right because Lavelle didn't play particularly well in that game against Slovan Bratislava. Varro continues in that midfield role, albeit we did change him up to a ball-winning midfielder, which I'm going to change for this one. Stevanovic continues on the left, scoring 2 goals in that game against Slovan Bratislava. De Leon, who had a good game last time out, hopefully he can have a good game again on that right side. Romney continues as the attacking midfielder, this time behind Stewart up front, as Stansfield drops to the bench, and the bench does look like this. Setford, Drambev, Elatim, Stansfield, Rekic, Lakessa, Otesta, Lavelde, Kasongo, Toure, Boumassoudi and Hansen. Here we are back at the Mandemakers. Won our last 2 matches, drawn 2 and lost 1. Good to get rid of that loss on the screen. They've lost 3, 1-1, drawn 1, playing a 4-2-3-1 today. They are currently in 10th place on 29 points. We are second on 57. First highlight comes 5 minutes in. It's a free kick to FC Twente, and looks like Aidin brought down his player, Colhart, and it could well be a penalty. It is a penalty, and we could go behind. A yellow card for Aidin. Barbico. Yep, sent Bergstrom the wrong way. And on 7 minutes, we're a goal behind. For the second game in a row, we've gifted the first goal. Stewart winning that ball. 10 minutes on the clock. Van der Bosch. Van der Bosch finds Varro. Varro comes forward. Stanovic. Ooh, wide of the target this time, though. Bajili. Or Vashil. It's out to Leon. De Leon picked up a yellow card. Aidin also on a yellow. It's into the area. It's wide again by Romney. Chances going begging here. And good play. De Leon and Aiden working well together. Whips it in. And Romney just couldn't get it on target. 15 minutes on the clock. De La Cruz with a free kick. He's got it back. And, this ball through. It's run through to Van der Bosch. Rosier. Rosier. Varro. Van der Bosch. Van der Bosch to De Leon. Back to Rosier. Trying to find a way through. Van der Bosch. Van der Bosch. Varro. Varro's been tackled, but he's managed to get the ball to Romney. Van der Bosch. Aiden. And he lost the ball in the tackle. And they've come forward. They've got a man on here. Fabrico. He's around his man. He's put it away. And we're 2 goals down against FC Twente. And, oh dear. It was a long ball over the top, and Fabrico was on it. And Bergstrom come out. Yeah. They've had 2 chances, scored both of them. Stanovic looking for Rosier, couldn't get his head on it. Back out to Stanovic, and no penalty given that time. Van der Bosch into the area. Van der Bosch scores. 2nd goal of the season, and we've got a goal back on 20 minutes. It's a ball out to Stanovic into the area, and Colehart brings down Romney. But it's run through Varro to Van der Bosch. Van der Bosch creates a space, looks for the side netting and puts it away. 32 on clock. Aiden to Romney. Romney finds Rosier. Rosier finds Varro. Varro to Stanovic. Moving the ball around nicely. Latonda now. What's Latonda going to do with this? Latonda has Stanovic inside. It's crossed it into the area, but it's pulled away. And Van der Beige getting his... I presume that was Van der Beige. Yep, gets his head to it. Heads it down to Van der Bosch. And tidied up. Rosier. Van der Bosch. Out to Aiden. Aiden now. What's he going to do? It's gone wide. Cross it in. And Ollie Romney. He's a 13th goal of the season. And on 34 minutes, we've pulled it back level. 2 behind again, as we were in the last game in the Eredivisie. But managed to get it back. Good ball in by Aiden. And Romney getting his boot to it to put it past Vasil in the 20 goal. Lamet Aiden with a throw into Varro. Aiden crosses this one in again. Goalkeeper's there, though. Launches one. Aiden heads it to Varro. To De Leon. De Leon crosses this ball in. And it's headed away. Kept in by Stevanovic. Back into the area. And, well, they've come away with the ball. But Aiden winning it back. Highlight seems to want to continue. Rosier. We're in the 36th minute, or 37th minute, if you like. Varro. Latonda creating a bit of space. Cross it in. Oh, my goodness me. We're running riot now. Ross Stewart, 19th goal of the season. And from 2 goals down, we've come back and made it 3-2. Varro to Latonda. Latonda into the area. Stewart putting him past the goalkeeper. And half-time arrives, and we're good for that lead. It took us a long while to get going. But once we did, we seem to have gone from one to another. Picked up 3 yellow cards, which isn't good news. Aiden, after 7 minutes for that, gave away that penalty, of course. Fabrico, the scorer. De Leon, a minute later, probably because he was arguing over that penalty. Fabrico making it 2-0 after 17. 3 minutes later, we got one back through Van der Bosch. And then it was Ollie Romney on 34 minutes. Mehmet Aydin supplying the assist. And then Ross Stewart getting his 19th of the season after Latonda swung the ball in. And after that half, we've had 14 shots, 8 of which have been on target, 2.42, 67% of the possession. They've had 3 shots, 2 on target, 1.24, and 33% of the possession. I'd just like not to concede any more goals. First highlight of this second half, 53 on the clock. We have a free kick. And I'm not sure who's standing over the ball. It's Romney standing over the ball. It's a short one to Stevanovic. And Latonda is out there. Latonda back to Romney. It's off target. Ball out. Romney. Rosier. Aydin. To De Leon. Varro. Varro comes forward. Varro finds Stanovic, who creates a bit of space, but it's a good save. I'm not sure if that went for a goal, corner or not. It's either that or he was offside. Stevanovic with the corner swung in. It was a hard one in, but defended well. The ball back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper gets rid. It's headed down, and we'll see it again. I think this is the chance that went for a corner. Varro into Stevanovic, who was onside. And it's well saved. And with 70 minutes on the clock, we're making 3 changes, taking off a couple of players with yellow cards. Jeremy De Leon is off. He's been replaced by Jay Stansfield. Patrick Varro has come off. He's tired, has been replaced by Edouard Atesta. And the other change that we made, also tiring, Filip Stevanovic, he's come off and he's been replaced by Tijane Toure. Aydin into Romney. 82 on the clock. Van der Bosch. Van der Bosch is tackled and question of a penalty. Wadu looked like he brought him down. Did he play the ball though? And it is a penalty. And we could take a 4-2 lead at this juncture in time. Ross Stewart with the penalty. He's put it away, bottom corner. And we are 4-2 leaders on 84 minutes. 20th goal of the season for Ross Stewart. Not Rod Stewart. Totally different person. Bottom corner. And with nearly 85 minutes on the clock, making our final 2 changes. We can't take off all the players that are tired. So we've had to pick and choose who we're taking off. But on this occasion, Ollie Romney, who's very tired, he's had a good game. We've replaced him with Ilyas Boumassoudi in that attacking midfield role. And our final change for today is we have taken off Mehmet Aydin, who's had a good game. And he was on a yellow card as well. So we've taken him off and brought on Julian Lavelde. We have a corner, 85 minutes. I don't know if those changes have been made or not. Van der Beij. Boumassoudi, they are, because Boumassoudi's on. The tester crosses this deep, looking for Rosier. Rosier out to Van der Bosch. Into the area for Stansfield. It's come back off the woodwork. And a chance goes begging to make it 5-2. And what would then have been a comprehensive win. Stansfield off the woodwork. Another corner. Latonda with the corner to the near post. It's headed away. Van der Beij. Van der Beij looks for Van der Bosch. Van der Beij. Out wide to Latonda. Latonda into the area. Oh, and tucked away by Ross Stewart, who's got a hat-trick. He's 21st of the season. And it is 5-2. And it is comprehensive. But it took a 2-goal deficit once again to get us sparkling. I don't know why. and definitely put away by Stewart. And it's all over. 5-2 winners against FC Twente, which will do wonders for our goal difference as well. They had a purple patch in the middle of that second half when they got a second goal. No, they didn't get a second goal, but they had a bit of a patch there when we seemed to lose a little bit of focus, but got ourselves back on track very, very quickly. We really pummeled them, and I think it was only by Vagili in the FC Twente goal that kept us out. 7.1 he got. Another day he may well have got player of the match. 22 shots, 13 of which were on target, 4.40, and 60% of the possession against their 4 shots, 3 on target, 1.32, and 40% of the possession. We have done very well. Ross Stewart picking up a player of the match with 3 goals to his name. A very good Terry Latonda, 3 key passes, 2 clear-cut chances, and 2 assists. Any other day would have been a player of the match for him as well. But we've had a good day at the office. Let's see how Feyenoord got on. Well, the hope of Feyenoord slipping up again, it's not going to happen now, is it? But we have managed to just keep behind them by virtue of that win, because Feyenoord beating NEC Nijmegen by 5 goals to 2. PSV Eindhoven 3-0 winners over Heerenveen. They remain 4 points behind us. We can't let up in the slightest. 8 points then down to Ajax, who do have a game in hand, and FC Utrecht just outside the playoff places, also on 24, played on 44. That is the game in hand that has yet to be played. I'm not sure when it will be played. We'll have a look in a minute and see if we can work that out. So that's today's results. That's where we are. If we can just have a quick look. There we go. A better look at it. No games being played midweek. So still Ajax will have that game in hand. Not that it's threatening us at the moment. We have Nijmegen next up. Feyenoord are away to FC Emmen, who are in that bottom, so don't really think they're going to drop any points there. And we need to keep the pressure up by a win over Nijmegen in the next episode. Which, talking about the next episode, we come back. We have a 4-1 advantage over Slovan Bratislava as we bring them back to the Mandemakers, looking to progress to the next stage, the quarterfinals of the Conference League. Can we get to the quarterfinals? In fact, can we get to the semi-finals? We will see. I have a feeling if we do progress and the draw comes up, you get quarterfinal and semi-final draws together. So more of that in the next episode. And then, of course, we have match day 26 in the Eredivisie as we face NEC Nijmegen. It's 4 days down to the return match against Slovan Bratislava. We will be back directly for that game. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. It keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Going Dutch and our other series from the bottom to the top as they are released. It's only a few clicks for you, but it does help me on the channel. So thank you very much if you have done it today. If you haven't, then why not go and do it today? New episodes of Going Dutch released every Tuesday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel is follow me on X at JustOffside2. Don't forget, leave me a comment down below if you think the tactic could do with a bit more of a tweak. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? Etc. etc. Let me know down below. And thank you very much to all that have commented. Thank you for watching, and we'll hope to see you for the next episode, which is going to be episode 70, and it's the second leg of the UEFA Conference League round of 16. Can we progress to the quarterfinals? And also another match in the Eredivisie. Till next time, goodbye.